Hello there guys, welcome to my review thoughts on patch 6.2 in World of Warcraft. The patch has been out nearly a month now, so I've had plenty of time to collect my thoughts and get this video together, so let's start with the good. The new raid. Let's put it this way, one of the major draws of WoW is raiding, and luckily the new Hellfire Citadel does not disappoint. The feedback from the community so far has all been pretty much positive, and I've got to say from the off that I don't have a lot of time to raid, so my first hand impressions have so far come from LFR, which I know can't give me a great impression of the raid as a whole, but I can at least get a rough sense of how the encounters pan out. But looking at how the mythic races turned out showed that Archimon, the end boss, was by far one of the hardest bosses in WoW to date. So far so good then. Unfortunately, that's where the good stuff ends. Bad. Tanaan Jungle. Tanaan Jungle should have come out at launch but was pushed back and now has been turned into
Super Pixis Grindland.
The zone looks nice, but when you strip it back you see actually the zone is a bunch of close together Apexis daily zones where you run around grinding a blue bar until your objective is complete. This is not fun. The first few times doing these are okay, but after that it starts to become a chore. The only reason I did them was to get the new factions to Revered for a reason I'll be talking about later in the video. The factions. Oh my goodness, once again the key theme here is grinding. The first faction, the Hand of the Prophet, the Alliance, or Vol'jin's headhunters for the Horde are locked behind doing the Apexis dailies you get from your hub in Tanaan. These require you to first go out and complete one of 2 Apexis dailies, followed by another 2 Apexis dailies. The second faction, the Order of the Awakened, this can be completed without doing the Apexis dailies, but requires you to kill rare spawns or loot treasures which are mostly in the Apexis daily zones. Anyway, not to mention you only get the one quest, giving no variety in which way you complete the quest. Which brings us on to the worst faction of them all, the Saber Stalkers. If you thought the Emperor Shaohao rep grind was bad, don't worry, it gets worse. The only way to get this rep is to grind mob after mob after mob in Fangreloa. If anyone can tell me how this is supposed to be fun, answers on a postcard please. Shipyards. Ah, shipyards. Cool, let's check these out. Okay, a few hours, no problem, send that off, right. Hours later. Okay, that may have been a little bit over the top. Again, what we have here is Garrison Missions V2.0, the Revengeing. I hoped upon hoped that the shipyard would be cooler, but it feels more like a chore than the original Garrison Missions did, requiring you to stand at a table and click boxes, then wait 4 hours till your ship returns with next to nothing for your time. What makes it worse is that the penalty for failing one of these missions is that your ships have a chance of being destroyed, losing any time you put into them in the first place. Another annoyance is that the shipyard is actually required to complete your legendary ring quest line. But hey, it could be another PvP section for a PvE item, am I right? The Mehhh. Bonus events. I have no problem with these events at all. Problem is that instead of nice new dungeons we were given these old dungeons that we ran and got bored of in old expansions. And I understand the development has shifted to the new expansion, but it would be nice to have something akin to the Ice Crown dungeons in Wrath or the Magister's Terrace in Burning Crusade to link with the new raid. Alas, we didn't get those. Flying. This is one of a sore spot for the community. At the first moment we weren't actually getting flying at all. Flying was to be removed from the game. But then after feedback from the community, we had to rep grind all 3 Tanan factions, plus complete a lot of treasures. I'm not sure I miss flying, save for the convenience it offered, but it's good to see Blizzard listening to the community, or pandering to them, whatever way you see it, on an issue like this. All in all, I'm a little disappointed in 6.2, with this being the final major patch of Warlords of Draenor. I would have liked to have been far more epic than it actually was. All we got was a lot of grinding. But hopefully we won't have to wait an entire year to see the next expansion. That's it for my quick review of patch 6.2 in Warlords of Draenor. Please feel free to discuss any topics from this video in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Also, check out any other WoW or general gaming related videos that I've done. Thanks for watching, and I will see you very soon.